In this video, we are going to practice writing condensed structural formulas into expanded structural formulas and also bond line formulas. So let's start with our first example. We have CH3, CCl2, CH2, CH3. Feel free to pause the video and try these, and then I will do them after. So first we have a methyl. So then we have a Cl2, which means we have a carbon. Then we have two chlorine atoms attached to the carbon. Then we have a CH2, and then it ends with a CH3. Now, to make this a bond line structure, first we have 4 carbons in the main chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On the second carbon, we have 2 chlorines. So you could draw it like that, or you could draw it like this. Go like that and do it. Next we have CH3CH, and then inside of parentheses CH2Cl, CH2CH3. So we have CH3 starting out, then we have a CH, and then we have a CH2Cl. So that would be a carbon with 2 hydrogens and a chlorine atom, and then we have a CH2, then we have a CH3. So now to draw this, we have 4 carbons in the main chain again, so that would be like this, and then we have a methyl, and well, we really don't have a methyl, because we have a carbon here, and then that attaches to a chlorine atom. So be careful with what I did here. You don't want to draw it like, you don't want to go like this, because then there wouldn't be a carbon right here, but you do have a carbon right there. So be careful with that. Now let's move on to our next example. We have CH3 3 times, and then CH2, CH3. So if we have CH3 3 times attached to a carbon, we're going to have the carbon, and then we're going to have 3 CH3s attached to it. Then we have a CH2, and then we have a CH3. Now to write the bond line formula, we have 4 in the main chain again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the second carbon, we have 2 methyl groups. So like that. Next we have CH3CH, Cl, CH, Cl, CH3. How do we write the structure for this one? So first we start with the CH3, then we have a CH, then we have a chlorine, we have another chlorine on the next carbon, then we end with a methyl. We have 4 carbons in the main chain, then we have 2 chlorines on carbon 2 and 3. In our next example, we have CH3CH OH, and that's a parenthesis, not a carbon. We have an OH CH2 CH3. So this has an alcohol group in it, or so the alcohol group is going to be on the second carbon. It's also sometimes called a hydroxyl group. So if we have 4 carbons in the main chain, it's going to look like this, and then it's going to have an OH on the second carbon. Next example, we have a CH3CH2, then we have 2 more CH2s and an OH. So for this one, we have 4 carbons again, and we have hydrogens on all of them, except that on the last one there is an OH. So to write the bond line structure, it would be looking like this, and then at the end you have an OH attached to the last carbon. This one is a little different than the other ones, so be careful with it. How would we do this one? So we have a little ketone group right here, and so we have a CH3, and that's attached to a carbon that has double bonded to an oxygen. Then it has a CH2, a CH, and then 2 methyl groups on the last carbon. So to draw the bond line structure, we look at the main chain. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. On the second carbon, we have a double bonded oxygen, so we have a carbonyl group on that one. We have second to last carbon, we have a methyl. So that's what it looks like. Then we have a CH3CH2, CH, OH, CH, CH3, 2. So we start with the CH3 on the left, then we have a CH2, and then we have a CH, OH, and then a CH with 2 methyls at the end. So now, how are we going to draw the bond line? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons in the main chain. So it would look like a McDonald's sign. And then in the middle we have an OH, the third carbon. This carbon, second to last one, is going to be having a methyl on it. So that's it for this video. I hope that was good practice. Thank you for watching.